If you clicked on this video, chances are you've had enough of that stubborn belly fat and you're ready to kick it to the curb once and for all. Well, you're in the right place because we are about to dive into some practical tips and tricks on how to lose belly fat and reclaim your confidence and health. Now, if you have watched me here on YouTube before, then welcome back. But if you are new to me, then welcome to my channel. I am Dr. Kim Foster and I'm an MD turned coach and wellness expert. I was a family doctor for 20 years before leaving clinical medicine to transition over to the wellness side of things. And I am also the founder of the Wellness Coach Academy, where we train aspiring coaches and help them to build their businesses. And here on YouTube, I share tips and tricks to help you feel better and live well. And if that sounds good, then go ahead and subscribe so that you don't miss any of my new videos. Now, let's talk about how to get rid of belly fat. First things first, let's talk about why belly fat can be such a pain, literally and figuratively. Not only does it affect your appearance, but it's also linked to a whole variety of health issues like heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and even some types of cancer. So getting rid of it isn't just about looking good in your favorite pair of jeans, it's about improving your overall well-being. So what causes belly fat? Well, there are a few things. For one, hormonal imbalances, such as elevated levels of cortisol, which is the stress hormone, insulin resistance, and fluctuations in estrogen and testosterone levels. These can all contribute to the accumulation of belly fat. These hormonal changes can disrupt your metabolism, your appetite regulation, and fat storage, which makes it easier to gain weight, particularly around the abdomen. Stress is another factor. Chronic stress can lead to increased production of cortisol, which can in turn promote the accumulation of belly fat. Stress-related eating behaviors such as emotional eating or reaching for comfort foods that are high in sugar and fat can also, of course, contribute to weight gain, especially in the abdominal area. Also, sleep can be a factor. Poor sleep habits and not getting enough good quality sleep can disrupt the balance of hormones that manages your feelings of hunger and fullness, known as ghrelin and leptin. And that leads to increased appetite and cravings for unhealthy foods. I don't know about you, but certainly after I have had a bad night of sleep for whatever reason, the next day, I always feel a lot more hungry and have just a lot more food cravings. Sleep deprivation, just like stress, can also increase cortisol levels, and that promotes fat storage, particularly around the belly. Now, let's get down to business. Now that we know what it is and what causes belly fat, let's talk about how to get rid of it, right? You have probably heard about the typical methods of weight loss, like watching what you eat and getting more exercise, but I want to go beyond the usual advice today and give you some solutions that you might not have heard of before. And I have got no fewer than 8 strategies for you today. So the first one is cold exposure. Have you ever heard of cold thermogenesis? It's the idea that exposing your body to cold temperatures can increase calorie expenditure and activate brown fat, which is a type of fat that burns calories to generate heat. Now, while you don't need to go to extremes like taking ice baths, unless you want to, incorporating brief periods of cold exposure into your routine, such as taking cold showers or spending time in a cold environment, this may help to boost your metabolism and promote fat loss, including belly fat. Okay, strategy number 2 is to reduce sugar. So here's why decreasing your sugar intake really helps with reducing belly fat. When you consume sugary foods, your blood sugar levels spike, which leads to a surge in insulin production. Insulin is a hormone that helps to regulate blood sugar levels, but it also promotes fat storage, especially around the abdomen. So by minimizing your sugar intake, you can stabilize your blood sugar levels and reduce the likelihood of those insulin spikes, which may help to prevent fat storage in the belly region. Excess sugar consumption, especially in the form of fructose, found in high fructose corn syrup and table sugar, has been linked to the accumulation of visceral fat. That's the type of fat that surrounds your organs and gives that belly fat silhouette. By cutting back on sugar, you can specifically target visceral fat and reduce your risk of developing abdominal obesity and its health-related issues. Reducing sugar can also reduce food cravings overall. Sugar can be addictive, which leads to cravings and and overeating. By reducing your sugar intake, you can break that cycle of sugar addiction and reduce cravings for unhealthy, calorie-dense foods, which can ultimately lead to much better control over your food intake and your weight management. Okay, I could go on about sugar and belly fat, but let's move on to my next strategy, which is number 3, intermittent fasting. Now, I have uploaded several other videos on intermittent fasting, so if you do want to learn more about this eating approach, then definitely go ahead and check out some of the other videos that I'm gonna link here. But in a nutshell, intermittent fasting can be very helpful for belly fat because it can help your body tap into stored fat for energy, including stubborn belly fat. There are several physiological mechanisms at play here, including increased fat burning. During fasting periods, your body depletes its glycogen stores and then shifts to burning fat for energy, including stored fat, such as visceral fat, found in the abdominal area. And this process, known as fat oxidation, can lead to a reduction in belly fat. Also, intermittent fasting has been shown to improve insulin sensitivity, which allows your body to better regulate blood sugar levels. By reducing insulin resistance, intermittent fasting helps to prevent that excess fat storage, particularly in the abdominal region, and promote fat burning instead. Also, intermittent fasting has been shown to reduce markers of inflammation in the body, which are associated with abdominal obesity and metabolic dysfunction. So by lowering inflammation levels, intermittent fasting helps to promote fat loss and improves your overall metabolic health, including in the belly. So some people find that intermittent fasting helps to regulate their appetite and reduce cravings for unhealthy, calorie-dense food. By limiting the window of time available for eating, intermittent fasting helps you to control portions and prevent mindless snacking and really promotes healthier food choices. Now, if you are interested in learning more about intermittent fasting, then go ahead and watch some of the other videos that I'm gonna link here, and then also download my free guide that includes my top 10 intermittent fasting tips to help you get started. The link is gonna be in the description box below. For now, let's move on to strategy number 4, which is to spice it up. Adding a little heat to your meals with spicy foods like chili peppers can really rev up your metabolism and help you to burn more calories. Capsaicin is the compound responsible for the heat in chili peppers, and it has been shown to increase energy expenditure and fat oxidation, particularly in the abdominal area. So do not be afraid to sprinkle some cayenne pepper on your eggs or add some chopped jalapenos to your stir fry. Your waistline will definitely thank you. Okay, next up, number 5, manage stress. As we talked about a little earlier in this video, stress is a major driver of belly fat accumulation. So when you're stressed, your body goes into fight or flight mode, releasing cortisol and other stress hormones that can lead to fat storage, particularly around the abdomen. Stress often triggers emotional eating, where we land face first into a pan of brownies to soothe our emotions and consume calorie-dense foods. Stress also disrupts your metabolism, leading to insulin resistance and elevated blood sugar levels and increased fat storage in the abdominal region. So it's really important to find healthy ways to manage stress, whether it's through meditation or yoga or deep breathing exercises or spending time with friends and family. Now, if you're interested in some more specific stress management strategies, then I want you to go ahead and check out the video that I'm going to link on the screen and in the description box, where I go through several things that you can do to cope with stress. But for now, let's move on to strategy number 6, which is to get more protein. Yes, increasing protein intake can be beneficial for reducing belly fat. Here's how. For one thing, protein is the most satiating macronutrient, meaning it helps you to feel fuller for longer. By including more protein-rich foods in your diet, such as lean meats, poultry, fish, eggs, dairy products, legumes, nuts, and seeds, you can reduce overall calorie intake and prevent overeating. Protein can also help to improve your metabolic health. Consuming adequate protein helps with insulin sensitivity and blood sugar control, which helps to prevent that excess fat storage, especially in the belly. And also, protein has a higher thermic effect of food, TEF, compared to carbs and fats, meaning your body burns more calories to digest and absorb and metabolize protein. This increased thermogenesis can help to boost your metabolism and will contribute to fat loss. To reap the benefits of increased protein intake for reducing belly fat, aim to include protein-rich foods in every meal and snack, and and focus on good quality sources of protein like fish and chicken and eggs, or beans and legumes if you are a vegan. Okay, so next up, strategy number 7 is walking. Walking can be a simple yet effective way to help reduce belly fat through several mechanisms. First is fat oxidation. Walking at a moderate intensity can promote fat oxidation, which we have talked about a couple of times in this video. But walking can also help to boost your metabolism, both during and after exercise. While the immediate calorie burn during walking, it may not be quite as high as more intense forms of exercise like running or a HIIT workout, the cumulative effect of regular walking on your metabolic rate will contribute to long-term fat loss, including belly fat reduction. Walking can also help reduce stress levels and promote relaxation, which is beneficial for your overall health and well-being. And as I have mentioned a couple of times now, high stress levels have been linked to increased belly fat accumulation. So incorporating walking into your routine as a stress relief strategy can contribute to belly fat reduction. Walking can also help to improve insulin sensitivity, allowing your body to better regulate blood sugar levels. By reducing insulin resistance, walking may help to prevent excess fat storage, especially in the abdominal region, and it'll promote fat burning instead. Walking also helps through muscle activation. While walking primarily targets the lower body muscles, it also engages the core muscles to some extent, for stability and balance. Over time, regular walking can help to strengthen the abdominal muscles, which is going to lead to improved posture and a firmer appearance in the belly area, which is a nice side benefit. But one of the key benefits of walking, in my opinion, is its accessibility and sustainability. Unlike more intense forms of exercise that may be challenging to maintain in the long term, walking can be easily incorporated into your daily routine without the need for special equipment or a gym membership. Consistently walking for short bouts throughout the day or taking longer walks several times a week can gradually contribute to belly fat reduction over time, and that is a win. Okay, my final strategy is to prioritize sleep. Believe it or not, your sleep habits can have a big impact on your waistline. When you are sleep deprived, your body produces more of the hormone cortisol, which, as we have mentioned before, can lead to increased appetite and cravings for unhealthy foods. Plus, lack of sleep can throw off your body's hunger hormones, and that makes it harder to know when you are truly hungry or full. I want you to aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep per night to keep your hormones in check and to support your weight loss efforts. And again, if sleep is something that you struggle with, then I have got another video that I uploaded recently that specifically addresses how to get more sleep and how to get to sleep faster. So I will link that in the description too. Okay, so that brings us to the end of my 8 strategies for reducing belly fat. As always, I would love to hear from you. Is belly fat something that you are struggling with at the moment? Which one of these strategies are you going to start with first? Let me know in the comments below. Okay, that is a wrap for this video. Take care, have a wonderful day, and I will see you again very soon.